What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to another episode of my Path to Power. We're getting things started off. Still doing a little work in our trade pile. I got to relist some cards that have yet to sell. Remember, we've got essentially a completely new team that we're working with here. Picked up that Milner's at the CDM spot to link up nicely with Samir Nasri. Gonna go out and snag a new goalkeeper. Wasn't quite sure who to get, but decided to go with David De Gea because I have not tried him yet on Ultimate Team. I haven't really played against many of them. When I play BPL teams, I tend to come across Petr Cech, Joe Hart, Hugo Lloris, players like that, and I don't see tons of De Geas running around out there. So I thought, hey, let's give him a shot. He's very, very cheap, and he does have nice reactions. His other stats aren't exactly stellar, but, you know, sometimes with FIFA, it's weird. You can get away with using certain players. Decided I'd try Smalling out as well for a nice link up with De Gea. He has good stats. He's 6'4". He's a strong guy. He's got high heading and high his heading's not very high, but it doesn't really matter because of how tall he is. The same thing kind of applies to Naldo in the Bundesliga. And so this team actually has the makings to work out quite well. We've got 2 5-star skillers in there, a bunch of 4-star skillers, and then the rest obviously down from there. But I'll be curious to see how Nasri works out in this team. Nasri, as some of you guys know, is one of my favorite default attacking mid cards in FIFA 12, and in FIFA 13 I haven't really used him. Neymar, obviously my favorite left mid in the game. El Shaarawy and Mikuli, still going to have to get a feel for them because I'm not too familiar with Italian strikers. I haven't really liked tons of them in past FIFA, and so in past FIFAs, and so this one should be interesting. And we come across 2 Italian strikers that I am a fan of, or well, at least one that I'm a fan of, and that's Mario Balotelli. He's partnered with Di Natale up there, who I don't think is worth his coins. I have used him and I have tried him, and I just don't think he is anywhere close to what his price tag offers. Now, some people will say, Japes, you're crazy. He's absolutely amazing. And inside the box, I would agree, but there's something about his dribbling and his ball control that I just do not like, and his build-up play just doesn't work for me. But El Shaarawy, wonderful work, slips it inside. Oscar moving up from the attacking, or from the CDM spot to tap that one home past the keeper in the 39th minute. Lovely work from El Shaarawy, and Oscar doing what I thought he might do, and that's creeping forward from that CDM spot. So a lot of people have complaints about the 3-5-2 formation being a very, very defensive-oriented formation because you have essentially 7 defenders at a time if you count both of the outside midfielders, the 2 CDMs, and the 3 center backs. But with using Oscar and Mikuli, it's kind of flipping that around, and it's essentially 7 attackers at one time is more or less what it feels like. So I just go forward in waves with this team. Now you can see everybody's tracked back here nicely, keeping the shape across the midfield, and he really has nowhere to go, and that's going to be an easy give up of possession. Mikuli, his right foot is thunderous. Going to skip by the keeper though right there. A little bit of a foul, but still manages to stick with it. Slotted in the 58th minute. He is very, very good, and his free kick stats are ridiculous. Over 90 in everything, which would be accuracy, power, and curve, which makes for just an outstanding striker. He'd probably be a stellar attacking mid as well. You saw me fail a skill, you saw him fail a skill, and now I am away on the counter attack. El Shaarawy gonna play in through Neymar, and El Shaarawy does a wonderful job kind of swapping around spots with Neymar and Nasri within the same. There's kind of this rotational free-flowing attack that works well with this team, and I've got to say I'm a huge fan of it, and it seems to be working out. It's a very, very fun playstyle. I don't have any big strikers on this team, though, so crossing really is nothing that I'm going to get away with. Mikuli played in here from Neymar, and that's the worst animation in the game, just as a side note, where they jump over the ball. It's one of those things that needs to be It either needs to be enhanced so that your player doesn't lose all of his momentum when he jumps over the ball, or it needs to just be taken out of the game. It's one thing that you don't see players do tons in real life. You see them do it every so often, but odds are it's not something that they're really going to be doing. So I don't really know what the answer is to that. I'd love to see it enhanced so that your players still keep their pace out of it, because more often than not, when they do that animation, you just end up losing the ball and nothing, absolutely nothing comes of it. So 5-0 is the final score in that match in the 102nd episode of Path to Power, I believe, maybe 103rd. I'm not quite sure, but we're still sticking strong in that tournament. Couldn't help myself. Went out, bought another pack. Still had Messi in packs at this point, and the 86 Messi is something that I would most definitely be interested in. I think I needed fitness cards as well, so I figured, hey, because he's in packs, we'll just pick up a 5,000 coin pack, no big deal, and we should be in good shape from there. Decided on a silver pack as well, just because essentially all these guys I should be able to sell on pretty easily. It was the cheap silver pack just so I could get the fitness cards that I needed. Picked up a few contract cards within there as well, so we've got the LA Galaxy home kits and the I believe it's Plymouth away kits. Love those kits. And Ben Arfa getting sorted out. Everybody's back on fitness, back to where they need to be, and we're ready to head back into another match in this tournament. Some of you guys have sent me tweets asking about the 24-hour live stream. My dad needs a ride from the airport early tomorrow morning, and one of my roommates is having buddies in town from college tonight, which makes for an absolute zoo at the house, especially because my dad works from my home when he comes into town, causing what can be a bit of confusion from time to time. So we're going to have to postpone that. We're going to be shooting. Hopefully you guys will have to let me know when you're off for break for Christmas, and we'll see if I can schedule the stream in that time, because doing it during the week would absolutely be optimum. So let me know when everybody's off on break, and I will do my best to try to work the stream into that sort of time zone. It should be it'll hopefully be a nice event for the holidays, and I will have time. I'm going to my grandmother's house in Savannah, which is about 4 or 5 hours driving from where I am in Atlanta, so I'll be out for a few days, but that's obviously quite a while away. Still plenty of time to go. Also mentioning that if you guys missed my first Kick TV Invitational match, I uploaded a video yesterday about that. You can check that out as well. It was against Jesse or Fangbanger. I used PSG. She used Manchester City, so check that out if you want. Neymar on the counter, though. You're never going to catch him. What a right foot he has, knocking it into the far corner. 45th minute, just do not give up possession in the 45th minute anywhere near midfield. Your opponent will get one more counter attack, and odds are a lot of times those are going to be lethal because your defenders are a little bit lower on stamina, and it's the whole 45th. Rough! That is not a penalty. This was extremely frustrating. We're going to go ahead and watch this replay back as well. Smalling picking up a yellow as to what I thought was a brilliant tackle. You tell me if you thought there was any contact pre the ball getting knocked away. I didn't see it, and that animation is actually brutal as well for penalties or for slide tackling. I do like that there are multiple slide tackle animations, but when you get the right animation, it's amazing. When you get an animation like that and it just somehow decides it's a penalty, even though in my most humble opinion, of course, it didn't look like I caught any of the man until I hit the ball first. So I don't know what to say. But David Luiz breaking free from the back, little bit of step over work, showing off the skills, showing off the shot. Should he be a midfielder? Should he be a striker? I'll leave that to you guys to decide. Of course, in real life, he is, of course, a striker in his own mind. Want to say thank you all for watching, and thank you for the support on my videos. This episode is going to be coming to a close right here. Believe it's 3-1 as the final score. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, a like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.